Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. I am Shannon Bird, and I am your restreamer and one of your commentators for today's Majora's Mask Randomizer bracket race. This is Alpha versus TheOnlyOneBoogerCloud, and I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are excited. Yeah, as Chloe says, are you ready? Because it's another Shan seed. We do have a 15-minute delay today, so there will be a bit of a gap between the races finishing and us getting them. Well, they might be ready for the interview, but we'll see. Oh. In the commentary box today with me, I have Tony Bigblind, who is one of our tournament racers. How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing pretty all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. And in the tracker cages, we do have Chloe. Tom and Talk will be joining us later on. At the moment, it is just Chloe holding down the fort with our later appearance later on. But yes, thank you, everyone, both of you, and for Tom later to join us.
Heart.
Heart, indeed. Heart. And when Tom joins, Chloe runs away. It's called high-fiving and tag teaming. Just like me and Saber did today on ZSR 2. If you're here earlier this afternoon, we did have the Brigo versus KT Bean race. So, any predictions for today, Tony? Any wants? Any needs?
Wants and needs through the roof. Predictions, however, few and far between with how these Majora's Mask seeds have been. For our runner's sake, I hope it's a nice seed with nothing too far out of the way, but honestly, almost for our sake too. Sometimes, especially in the late game, it could just get really, really boring. But
Yeah.
To both run and watch, I presume. But
I mean,
just hoping for a nice seed.
When it gets spicy in the commentary box, it gives you something to talk about, you know. But if it's Jet, you're kind of just like, and we're done.
I guess that's like, true. Okay. You want a little bit of leeway, but you know, I'm not sitting here hoping for like a 2.5, 245 hour seed, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's what happened with Eris and AO yesterday. As we know, Eris and AO are both quite good runners, and even they were at 220, 230 themselves. So S5 can really play some tricks on you.
Yeah, some of these seeds can be rather rough. So, and Cbot, I feel like has been dishing them out lately for most of the qualifiers. I feel so. We'll just have to see whether our runners have any better favor in Cbot's eyes.
I mean, I like to hope that we at least give our runners a little bit of a run for their money, pun intended. But we'll see. It's time to start.
Good luck, have fun, both of our runners, Alf and BoogerCloud. Opening up with South Clocktown being 50 rupees on the tower. Seems like BoogerCloud's going to grab that, and Alf is booking it straight to Cafe and straight back out for the ferry.
And it's a Deku start. Do you want to talk about that?
You know, not much to talk about with Deku Start. If you haven't been around for the qualifiers, the one random starting mask is one of the big differences between Season 4 and Season 5. It includes the 3 transformation masks and Fierce Deity. So, you know, Zora starts and Goron starts are obviously the most interesting of the two. Deku really doesn't give you a lot of access unless you can find magic early. About the only thing that it does get you is logical access to the observatory if you come at it from Termina Field. But, you know, other than that, Deku doesn't really make your opener any different from how it otherwise would be. And you'll probably rarely even see runners doing observatory as Deku in the first place. So
I mean, what KT Bean has said is true. Once you get that bottle, you've immediately got a song check as well.
That is true, yeah. So
and it does open up Deku Palace, which is something at least. Double
Deku's
defense in the yeah.
Ooh, double defense. Okay, so runners are gonna have to not worry nearly as much with how much health they're gonna have for the rest of the seed. Sometimes, you know, you get stuck in the scenario where you just never really find those heart containers, but not today.
Purple rupee for 5 rupees. Thank you, Tingle. Bringing in the stonks.
And welcome
Nice.
from Zelda Speedruns. Big raid of 81 people.
Welcome.
We just started our Majora's Mask Season 5 bracket race between Alf and TheOnlyOneBoogerCloud. We have a Deku mask.
Deku mask starting item.
Many boogers will be had this stream.
Yep. Our first hint is Goron Race.
Goron Race. I haven't had the pleasure or misfortune of needing to do that check in a very long time.
I rolled one a couple weeks ago. One of the later quals had Goron Race required, and I was like, oh, there's the magic. Vanilla magic. We talked about that.
That is vanilla magic. Let's go. Hype.
Vanilla magic on Deku specifically. Wow.
I'm kind of surprised we don't see Alf starting Bomber Kids. Getting that magic.
Goron Mask in West Clocktown on the bomb bag.
Goron Mask is nice. Also, welcome Zelda Speedruns 4. we're just vacuuming up all the extra owners or all the extra viewers today, huh?
Yep. Hello. Second raid of the last 5 minutes.
Last like 30 seconds even.
I know.
But this is a Season 5 bracket race between Alf and TheOnlyOneBoogerCloud. Just started.
Ocean Spider House Day 1.
Always a nice hint to get out of the way.
Alright, I'm gonna monitor these hints. Give me a moment. Akana Canyon is Way of the Hero.
Canyon, East Clocktown. Ranch Sisters are dead.
East Clocktown's Way of the Hero?
Shocker!
Pikachu shock face.
Who could have thought that? Alright, so... we got another hint. Beavers.
Beaver Race dead.
Sad
I'm
beavers.
stating the hints, so they're not going to come up.
And I guess I should say, BoogerCloud finding the Goron mask super early, which was the 50 rupee vanilla bomb bag purchase. Really good for the early game. I can't imagine... Alf might spend a bit of time, based on this opening route decision, not going to West Clocktown. It'll probably be until night 1 that they decide to go back for... or go to West Clocktown in the first place at all. So, you know, BoogerCloud getting some really nice time advantage early game with that Goron mask. Deku was our starting mask this seed. So
Goron West Clocktown bomb bag, small bomb bag.
Yes. If you were unaware and didn't watch any of the qualifiers for our Season 5 Majora's Mask Rando, we do now have on one random starting mask between Deku, Zora, Goron, and Fierce Deities. And today was a Deku start.
We don't see Deku start very often.
No, for being 25% chance, I don't know how it works at all. Also, BoogerCloud pulling out the punch the P-hat strats. I have not seen someone do that yet, so that was fun.
Goron does have a higher damage count.
I'm sorry.
So it's understandable.
I think that hint was important. Was that important? Dampe fire arrows? I thought I saw fire arrows. I did not see what check it was.
I rolled required Dampe yesterday as well.
Well, now we get another one today. Yahoo.
Yesterday was for Swamp Title Deed.
Ew, what? Thank God for the importance,
what?
huh?
Sorry, just remembered. And guess what the Swamp Title Deed led to? Fire arrows.
Yes! Let's go!
So, technically 2 Dampe required for fire arrows in a row. That's spicy.
Nice!
Woodfall Temple, Foolish Accept Song, thank you.
Alright, I am, we'll have to see how this foolish accept song hint screws us today. How we love them so. Really interesting to kind of see both runners do semi-similar stuff, but in their own way. We do have, you know, BoogerCloud kind of went from north, and then I think around the west side, eventually coming down to the P-Hat, and Alf went around the east side of Termina Field, not doing north, but also, again, both players ending up in this ranch area doing horse race. You're not doing horse race early game. It does sometimes get a little bit tricky to route in later, just because ranch is never, like, a beloved place to go, but...
Go pendant.
Yeah, it's not really... Neither of our runners really being rewarded for this. I guess you could argue it's better for BoogerCloud, just again because of the general movement that Goron provides, but, you know, who's...
The logical requirement for the big Poe in Dampe digging is Zora or Bow. If that's
we just need some projectile to be able to snipe them. Or
say,
obviously also or was the question just to kill the Poe? Yes.
It was for Deku bubbles specifically, and I've never seen that strap before.
I've never seen that either, so I wouldn't know. It would be really interesting though. Although there should never be a scenario where you have to do that, because to use the fire arrows anyways, you would need a bow. So, at least in this circumstance, there isn't a scenario in which we'll need to use Deku Bubbles. That's really funny. I wonder, where is Alf going with the horse? I imagine they're going to be taking opponent to the south. Grabbing the southern swamp owl statue early here.
See, I think personally that yes, it could be possible, and it's something maybe somebody has to test regarding Deku bubbles. But do we have a Termina Field Foolish? No,
I did not see
not yet.
At the very least.
Not that I've seen. We only have one Foolish right now.
Just Woodfall Temple Foolish, except for song.
Yep.
Oh, we do have a big chest on BoogerCloud's side for the Punch Rock, just for a Stone Mask.
Nice placement. Thank you, Booger.
It's not bad. You get it. I mean, you know, if we're going to Deku Palace now, especially without like bombs to just blast your way over the walls, Stone Mask is great. Never gonna cry about an early Stone Mask.
True. It's right next to Shinny. It was right next to Shiro as well, which is French Vanilla. True. It's the same region.
Goron Mask was on the bomb bag purchase in West Clocktown. So Booger going out of their way early game to check on West Clocktown. Alf gonna only now, more or less 8 minutes later, get their Goron Mask, so not the biggest of time losses, but definitely a time loss for sure.
Alf having 52 rupees. Just enough to get their Goron Mask.
And enough to save for a Postman's Game retry, if you want it. Or, honestly, another great use for 2 rupees is actually depositing them into the bank, because then you only need 2 more deposits after that, or 2 more full wallet deposits to hit your 200 in the bank. So I wouldn't have even hated.
I don't know if Booger has checked Madame Aroma yet.
I don't think so. Picto box. Definitely not.
But it's Wath East Clocktown.
That is true. East Clocktown is Wath. We haven't seen either runner do Goron game yet. It seems like we're going to see BoogerCloud start it first. I don't think either runner has been to this ledge in the back of East Clocktown either, so...
That's in my opening route, this ledge.
I mean, yeah.
I will forget
neither of them, though.
Yeah.
Forget it. Yeah, I feel like any check early in the game that, like, if you swap your opener, you have to be, like, really careful you don't forget about something early. There will be, like, times where I will, like, skip Guru just because I'll go Night 1 here when I have Goron Mask, and then I'll just completely forget that I did, assuming that I've already done it.
Yeah.
It's really easy to forget something like that, so...
Chloe makes the point of seahorses intensifies, because of that Picto box.
Ooh, this is true. This is very true. Seahorses and Dompe, same seed, would be rather interesting.
Yep. And we've got a kind of canyon wave the hero, which is I've not seen that, even in the qualifiers. I have not seen that one yet. I've seen a foolish, but I've not seen a waft.
I think it's been a bit since I've seen a Kana Canyon waft. I can't remember exactly the last time, but
it'll make people go to Pohut. Because here's the thing: there isn't actually that many checks in the Kana Canyon.
No, it's I think it's 5. 5 sounds right.
Grotto, Deed, Ledge, Pohut, Pamela. Yeah, 5.
Yeah. 5 that can be Wath. Of course, there's the Tingle there too, but the Tingle can't be Wath.
Yeah.
Or at least that Tingle can't be Wath for anything.
Yeah. Yes, Pamela can be Way of the Hero. Possible.
I had a Song of Storms Wath the other day for Fire Arrows on Pamela, so... Nice. It could definitely be good. We're just kind of seeing both of our runners do some stuff the other one has already done. I'm surprised that neither of our runners have gone Night 1 yet, really. I feel like, I don't know what their plan is for Time Waster Night 1. Alf has some stuff north, but...
I mean, they can go west and go to Cape.
That's true.
Check the grotto.
You don't really...
They can't really do anything else, though.
Yeah, maybe they were hoping after getting the Goron for like an early bow to go north, but
either that or they can go south with Goron once they get a bow, because they've got double defense. They can just go Swamp Way to Deku Palace because they've got the Picto Box. That's actually it. Picto Box. They can go to Deku Palace now anyway, logically, because they've got the Picto Box. All they need to do is get the picture.
Very true.
That could be the logical access to Deku Palace.
Yes, very easily. That has
been the case before.
It would really suck if that was true, though, if the chest in the Beamman Grotto is big gilded and we don't find anything. It always sucks to isolate that one chest in Deku Palace. Never fun.
Postman minigame was nothing.
So Postman's minigame and Postman's Freedom, both a red rupee.
Thanks, Postman.
Appreciate it, homie.
Thumbs up.
We got our first, or not our first, I guess both runners have now gone to Night 1. Alf doing some West Clocktown stuff. I assume we'll be seeing BoogerCloud do that right after Guru.
Org.
Just giving us a little frog mask. BoogerCloud still just trying to peek what is on Cafe. I assume they saw it that time. I don't think it's anything. Heart container. I don't know what the neck item was, but
the only because it wasn't visible, my fear is that it's a bow. But we don't know. We haven't seen what the second item is.
It was really hard to tell on both ends. The heart container does a really good job at covering up the bottom item.
Yeah, it's pain.
It's a bit. Especially because I can't take my time and stare at it for an extra 20 seconds.
I know. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nope.
Ocean Spider House, unrequired bottle. I'm getting into Dongos.
Yeah, Booger did this earlier, so we already know it was nothing, pretty sure.
Probably when I was doing the hints and my brain kind of just went, huh? Commentary? What?
Yeah, BoogerCloud checked. BoogerCloud was in, I think, the hints in the north, and then did Dongos, and then, like, went down the west through to P-Hat.
Cool.
So I imagine Alf will probably check maybe the other Gossip Stone as well, but then I don't really... It would probably take it all the way to Road to Akana, Punch Rock, but then still has to kill 3 in-game hours. Maybe they'll kill it with, like, Bomber
I'd kill it with going west.
Going west, yeah, going west or doing Bomber Kids. I really feel like the only options.
So, we are currently missing 1 Way of the Hero hint, 2 Foolish hints, 1 Always hint, and a Sometimes hint.
Yes. This is what I have on my end as well. Alright, we're seeing BoogerCloud do Night 1, Deku Playground. That's definitely one way to waste time.
Yeah.
Although overall, you know, you could still think of this as some sort of, you know, unoptimal way to waste time just because Day 2 Deku Playground's just so fast.
Yeah. But you can see Alpha's just rolling everywhere. It's definitely a way to kill time.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you have to check all this stuff now that you got Goron and did Observatory. So, I imagine we'll see Alf either dip into West or do Bomber Kids as the rest of their Night 1's shenanigans.
Yep.
I could even see immediately in Day 2 both runners deciding to go south.
Oh, easily. Especially with their ability to do Deku Palace logically. But it's whether or not the runners remember they can do it logically.
Oh, you know, the really interesting thing is, I wonder if the Picto Box is Wath specifically for Deku Palace entry. Like, not even for the check.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
So, Moon's tier on Bank 1 for Double Magic.
Double Magic! Alright! Bank 1 Moon tier for Double Magic. Now, this is a really important thing to remember. If we find land title deed, do not turn it in until you peek the Day 3 South Clocktown ledge, or else you will screw yourself over.
Especially if Hookshot's on it.
Especially if Hookshot is on it.
Which we've seen recently. Getting flashbacks. Warning, warning, scrub location. Wee woo, wee woo.
Alright, yes, the land title deed and the moon tier are definitely something to think about in the early game. And we do have Alf going west.
I mean, even just to hit that owl statue, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be able to get the chest, and then,
Ooh, Alf's playing some risky business here, trying to get the, Nope. Didn't get the
I don't
drop.
think that can work.
I don't think so either, because it drops directly down as Deku, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think you would need to do that with Hookshot or Zorafin, so really the only viable method there to do... Because whenever you hit the item out with Hookshot or Zorafins, it has, like, a little bit of randomness to where it can fall.
Yeah.
But I think, like, if you hit it with Bow or Deku, it's like... It feels like a scripted event. I don't know if there's any randomness to it. I don't know if that's true, but that's how I assumed it would work.
It was just a 20 rupee on the Biobaba Grotto, yeah. So there's nothing to really be excited about.
Yep. Nothing to worry about yet. Gonna get to check the one chest in West Clocktown. Grab... You know, Alpha's getting real close on this time. Oh, wait, no. They just hit 11. Okay. I thought I was about to transition to midnight. Okay.
You're good.
I was really worried for a sec there. am still surprised Alf did not start Bomber Kids day one immediately after getting magic. Didn't matter. Giant's Mask. No one needs Giant's Mask.
If I was doing a race, if I knew I was gonna lose, right? If I knew I was against somebody that I was absolutely gonna lose to, I'd do Giant's Twin Mold.
It would be really funny. I mean, I think I've done it like once because I had Gilded Sword.
Yeah, because it has 2 hit points. So for anyone who doesn't know about the Giant's Mask, you have the ability, if you use Giant's Mask on Twin Mold, you can either hit its head or hit its tail. Whereas with the bow, you only can hit its tail.
I did not know that.
Yes, but yeah, so for Twin Mold, in Giant's form, you can hit its head and its tail. So it has 2 hit points that you can
Alrighty
hit.
then.
And it's cool. Learn something new. And that's why it's really good with Gilded. Because if you miss one end, you can hit the other.
Alf picking up a big Gilded and Zor Cape. Spin attack. Mastery.
Not bad.
The real game
FP
changer of a check. Really gonna help somewhere.
Yep. Spin to win indeed. Alf is cutting Bomb Granny close. Like, look how close that was.
It was very close, but playing it perfectly. Not having to wait for Granny to show up at all, so played really well there.
Punch.
And now is where it gets interesting. What does Alf decide to do now? I feel like really the only decision is going south, but...
Yeah.
I don't think there's really anything else to do, especially because Alf has already gone west.
And I really hope that if he doesn't get a bow between now and Pictobox, then he remembers the logical access to Deku Palace with it. Because it's not a familiar thing. You know? Because it's so uncommon. I really hope that both runners remember to use it for their logical access, because otherwise they're going to hit a wall.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the first time I saw it, I had to give up on the race that I was playing just because I mean, it's just extremely rare that you need to use Pictobox as your logical Deku Palace access.
So, Chloe, yeah, roll on Poison Water is logical, yes, but the Big Octo skip is not enabled. So they have to find a way past the Octos. You can get past it using Zorrang's bow, hookshot, or the boat. Now, the Pictobox, if you leave the tourist house and you take a picture of the swamp and you hand it over to the Picto guy, he'll say, hey, do you want a free boat ride? Right? Which gives you the logical access if you don't have a bottle.
Yeah, because the boat ride happens regardless of whether or not Kome has been saved, which just makes so much sense.
Yep. Also,
I mean,
there's only one bomber's check, so it's not day one bombers, it is bombers check.
Oh just yeah, I was I guess to clarify what I was talking about, because I assume that's where the confusion comes from. I was confused why Alf didn't start Bomber Kids initially when they found magic, which was on day one, because they were going to be circling around Clock Town anyways at the time. Generally, you want to do Bomber Kids like as early as possible, because you're going to be in on route anyways.
Yup. Let's see what Alf does
Mountain
now.
title deed on Big Bomb Bag. I mean, it's good toilet paper. Definitely good toilet paper.
Are you ahead of me?
No, someone said it in the chat. BoogerCloud checked it.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah, we both missed it. I just saw someone mention it in the chat.
Cool. So we got some paper now.
I wonder if Alf turns that in now and then goes south. I'm honestly surprised to see both runners do west before south. I mean, it makes sense for Alf because it was like a midnight time waster, but I'm kind of surprised to see BoogerCloud do this as well. Especially when the Picto Box with Woth.
I mean, just get the little things out the way while they're conveniently lined, because it's like you're doing Toilet Hand now, so you don't have to wait till day 3. It's like, it's right there, you may as well do it. You can't do anything in Swamp until you get there and change time anyway. So, why waste the opportunity to not do the check now? Really?
Well, the thing is, it's not really wasting... for Midnight Meeting especially, you have to wait on night 3 to midnight anyways. And you have to go to Stockpot Inn on night 3 as well.
Yeah.
So
and you have to wait for Skull Kid, yeah.
Yeah, like, you have to wait for Skull Kid. No matter what you do on night 3, you have to wait until midnight. So, and you have to do the Stockpot Inn check, which is only available on night 3. So it just makes sense to do... It just makes the most sense to do Toilet Hand in that trip, but I might also just do it early in this scenario, just because if you can snipe out like a bow from Toilet Hand, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Finding like an early bow off that a couple days early.
Are we gonna see Alf go straight to Deku Palace? Or is he gonna save Kume and then go to Deku Palace? Well, get the red potion bottle check and then go to Deku Palace. Big questions. Picto is...
I guess it probably depends what Picto is.
Oh, bombs.
Bomb bag! Okay, so...
Interesting. So Graveyard Grotto.
Yeah, that's the only thing that opens, actually. It's the only thing that opens.
He remembers the logic! He just took a picture of the Octo.
Maybe Alf doesn't know that you can just take a picture of the swamp.
Probably not.
Doesn't matter either way. I like doing Deku Palace here instead of the woods, though. I do like that.
So, Bomber's Hideout was gilded. You are right. So that could be what the bombs are for.
Oh, Bomber's Hideout was gilded. I didn't notice that on either end. Ooh, BoogerCloud messing up the cutscene skip on Katake. For anyone who doesn't know, you need to look at the Katake hut for Katake to spawn in the woods to give you the red potion bottle. But you do not need the cutscene to play. So basically, if you stand like where the little plant monsters are that the Biobabas? I don't know, whatever. Right before you enter, like, the hut area, if you look at it and then turn around, and then enter, then you won't play the cutscene.
So, we've just had our final always hint, which was boat archery.
Okay.
And it was dead. So...
Great. So just Dompe for fire arrows, only always.
Yep. And we got the stone mask for Deku Palace, which is very nice.
And we do have the stone mask, always beloved for Deku Palace. We did have BoogerCloud picking up a razor sword in Day 2 Woods. So that is nice as well.
Kotake had a bow then.
Yeah, Katake, I mean, either of these chests having something obviously would have been good for BoogerCloud, but now the real worry for Booger is having to isolate Kome. You know, if Alf finds a bottle in Deku Palace or in Woodfall, they're going to be able to get that red potion and check Kome, and if Kome's something good, then it's a little bit scary.
Yeah, it'd put Booger in a pretty bad position. And the song is... Bronze Lullaby.
Now, one thing that BoogerCloud can do, because they already did Day 2 Woods, which I think I would do in this scenario, is, if I had already done Day 2 Woods, is skipping to Night 3, or at least Day 3, right now. Because if we don't find any other items, you have no time waste.
Ooh, Booger getting the Octo skip. First try.
Oh, having a little bit of trouble going back around the Octo. I don't even know if you can do that. Might just have to take a short detour. Cross a bit more poison water to get to the grotto. But a nice way to skip the boat.
Bean Daddy has light arrows.
Very nice. Wait, was that chest gilded? Maybe not.
I'm guessing not. I mean,
Wallet!
it could be. Oh, is that Swamp Grotto? Ah.
Yeah, wallet in the swamp grotto. Yeah, so I kind of like if we find no other items, the night 3 is going to be really bad. The only reason you might not want to go to night 3 in this scenario is because of Honey and Darling.
Yeah.
Especially because it's East Clocktown, Way of the Hero.
Honey and Darling's in logic for us because we have Deku.
Yeah, I know. You can't do Honey and Darling on night 3.
Oh yeah.
No matter the time. Like usually you can do it on night between I think 6 and 8, but they just leave. They get out of here.
So we are getting a woodfall push here. See if we find anything exciting. Then we can double check if that chest was gilded or not. No. It was a brown chest.
Alright, that's great for both of our runners, really. Now,
did you never really want to go back?
Dragonfly.
You never really want to go back to Deku Palace, do you? Once you've been.
No, you really don't. It would be really bad if that chest was big gilded, but you know, it's not like both of our runners would have had to deal with it if it was. So I am really curious what our runners do night 3 at this point. Because it really doesn't look like we're going to be finding a lot. I mean, maybe the answer is just the East Clocktown chest, and that's like our bow or something, and then it's fine. Or it's like Zora Mask, and then it's fine. But like for ice arrows, and it's going to get a little dicey.
And the worst part is, if Skull Kid's song is Sonata, it means nothing to us. Because Woodfall's foolish.
True, yeah. Unless, you know, we had a bow for completion of the dungeon for the other song.
It could be the song's important, but again, we know that there's nothing in Woodfall that would help us. If we got Sonata on Skull Kid.
Exactly. I mean, the only thing Sonata could be used for other than the dungeon is, of course, Captain Kita over in the grave.
Yeah.
So it's not completely dead finding Sonata. Probably would be a lot better if you found, like, healing, if you just wanted checks, but never love finding white songs.
True. So Alf going back to do day 2. Great. Woods, which is nice. Get that sword upgrade.
Yeah, definitely not going to complain about a sword upgrade when we haven't found when we haven't found like Great Fairy Sword or FD yet. The wallet does throw a couple things into question, mainly Bank 2. If we could find a bow soon, that would really help with bank routing. Otherwise, good luck.
Well, yeah, having the light arrows this early when Bank 2 and Bank 3 are on the table. I mean, Bank 3 is not logically on the table, but it's easy.
I mean, we just gotta find the bow first.
Yeah, Fox, it's true. I mean, it is always possible you don't find GFS. It's also very possible you don't find FD either. And you've got to go fight Majora with a butter knife. You know, it's happened plenty of times before. And sometimes you just got to make do.
If the Kokiri sword's a butter knife, what's the razor sword?
Sushi knife.
Sushi, okay. Alright, I like where this is going.
And then we got the tiger bread knife.
Tiger bread! Of course.
What? It looks like tiger bread. And then we got the girlfriend sword, of course.
Yes! GFS, so true. Alf finally checking on Goron minigame. I imagine we'll be seeing Alf do both Honey and Darling and the East Clocktown Bomber Hideout chest. I imagine we're going to see both of our runners do it. Again, still trying to figure out what the East Clocktown Wath is really for. Has not been cleared up yet.
Yeah. So just comment, Breacle. I'm from North America, where tiger bread is, the cheese is pretty predominant on tiger bread. So it's pretty easy to tell that it's orange and bread. So that's why I said gilded sodas and tiger bread.
I have also never heard of tiger bread.
It's like cheesy bread.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Cheesy bread.
Oh, giant wallet!
No!
Bank 3?
I hate this game!
Oh, that hurt my soul.
This is worst case scenario. Oh my god. Picto box, logical access for one wallet, and then we have access to the second wallet. Also in East Clocktown. East Clocktown led to both of our wallets right now. Oh no. I don't like this.
Bow on Unlight's mask purchase. I'd love to see that. Big gilded, here we go. Is this the actual Wath?
Oh, okay. Yes. That is what we like to see. Alright, so Picto Box is no longer Wath. Oh wait, that might not be
Picto Box is still required because it gives us the bomb bag.
Yeah, Picto Box did give us the bomb bag.
So Picto was in East Clocktown, which led to the bomb bag, which then led us back to East Clocktown to get the Picto.
Yep.
We've found no other bomb bag.
And on the way, we have found the 2 wallets, which makes me cry. I hate this. But, crucially, for our runners, Hookshot opens 1 check? 2 checks?
2 checks.
Like, 2 checks. Well, okay, I'm sorry. More than 2 checks. Alright, we have the couple checks in Zora Cape.
3 checks.
One check in Great Bay Coast.
Yep.
And,
oh, we got Great Bay
never mind.
Tingle?
Yeah, Ledge. Yeah, Tingle, that's right. Yeah, I was thinking the Ledge, but then I was like, no, the Ledge isn't logical without a bottle.
Yeah, true. We don't have stones.
It opens a couple checks, for sure. But it doesn't open that much to be like a Night 3 time waster. What is Alf doing?
Wait, maybe it was gilded on right side then.
Maybe we're blind.
I wear glasses for a reason.
Same here, but very minimal effect. I mean, hey, I'm Tony Big Blind for a reason, alright? Yeah,
Chloe's tracking with her eyes closed, so it's great. We're working hard here.
Alright, yeah, that's definitely gilded.
It is big gilded. We're just blind. It's fine.
Cool. Alright, I mean, let's see how this goes for Alf. Brevins!
I love it. I love it.
Real winner of a mask there, huh?
Woohoo! That gives you something to do on day 3. On night 3.
Yeah, if you want to, like, invert, or if you want to play the riskiest chickens of your life.
Yep.
Go night 3 when you get there, and then pray the RNG isn't that bad.
Well, you pretty much always go to ranch on day 3.
There's a lot of people that like skipping ranch. I know I like skipping ranch a lot.
There's 5 hints in there, though.
Yeah, but like, we're not missing like that many hints.
We're missing a Wath and 2 foolishes.
4. If we were missing instead like 4 always hints, then I don't really care nearly as much.
Plus we got Goron, so it's not so bad.
Alright, 1 repeated hint. Let's see how many new hints we get here.
Are we gonna get 1?
BoogerCloud is going for the out-of-logic Great Bay Ledge.
Road to Southern Swamp is foolish. No Swamp Archery for us.
Yeah, that's good for Swamp Archery, and that's about it at this point. I don't think the Tingle had any... Oh, the Tingle had the Keaton mask, but both our runners already did it, so...
Yeah.
Deku Palace.
Oh! Really? Wait, Deku Palace is Way of the Hero? After all of that?
Romani's mask? Or, sorry, Bremen's mask?
Yep.
I don't like, because what did we found Goron Lullaby? Oh, Light Arrows. Yeah. Yeah, Light Arrows were on Bean Man, never mind.
Goron Lullaby, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's realistically just for the light arrows, but I mean, we're gonna do Bremen's Mask anyways.
Of course, because why wouldn't you? And we've got Alpha's audio on, so you guys get to hear the beautiful music. Terminal Field is foolish!
What? No, someone called that, someone wanted that to happen so early.
Couple's Mask on Clifford, oh god.
God, I love Termina Field Foolish after doing all of Termina Field. It's great. It's so much fun.
You always punch a Termina Field Foolish hint, right? Because it's like the densest part of the game. And you've already pretty much full cleared it by the time you're at Ranch anyway.
Yeah, unless it's like the first hint you see, garbage.
Honestly, right, if the first hint, like, if you got Termina Field Foolish on Astronomy Tower, which is where I usually go first, I would not know what to do with myself. I'd be like, wait, hold on, I need to completely reroute everything, and then I get, like, really confused and my brain hurts.
I'd still be, like, a little upset if you got it on Observatory, because then that means you didn't have to do Observatory.
True. Oop, big chest, big chest, big chest.
Another big gilded? Zora!
Ooh, what a nicely placed Zora mask.
Clearly, Booger picked both the right way and the wrong way to go. They had the right idea with West, and then went to Great Bay Coast Ledge before Zora came.
You know, poor it's well thought out, poor execution. Now, here's the Bremen mask. Oh, okay.
Bremen's mask, nothing. Alright. Mirror shield, though. Found for Booger.
That is, spicy.
Alright, so... Alf finally going to Night 3. Booger has been definitely bailed out with the Zora mask for having a Night 3 time waster. We are seeing some really long first cycles for sure.
Yep. On
both sides.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, personally.
It just depends on the scenario that the game puts you in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I think earlier it would have been it wouldn't have been like the best decision. Like I think I would have been on Night 3, maybe even when I went to like the swamp. I don't know, but
if I was off in this position, I would have gone straight to Cape because you get the hook, Way of the Hero. You've got nothing to do on Night 3 except for like a couple of. Ooh, wait, there's a big chest on South Clocktown.
This is what we were talking about if we found the land title deed, but no hook. But we did find hook, and it was Bunny
Hood.
Pretty sure, yeah, Postman's game was just 20 rupees, so just Bunny Hood for movement.
Yeah.
Never gonna complain.
Bunny Hood is nice for movement in Pirate's Fortress. If you want to go fast and you don't care about using the stone mask.
I mean, very rarely you do, but another big gilded, this time in the inn.
All Night's mask.
Alright. Okay. Here.
Why didn't Anju use that on her grandma when reading the stories? It's right in her bedroom.
Alf going back to the swamp. What is Alf doing in the swamp? He didn't find a bottle.
I agree.
Just the money? Just the money.
Pushing bank, probably.
Yeah.
I do agree, that is a really annoying All Night's mask location, because obviously you can only get it on Night 3.
Yeah, usually not too often, though. I mean, like, if you get it early, like, the only time to really do it is day 2, realistically.
So, interestingly, looks like Alf is money farming right now, because he knows that Road Sun Swamp is foolish. But if I remember correctly, there's a silver rupee up there.
Yeah.
So he's definitely pushing bank too.
Honestly, you need to push. I think it's a great decision to push bank 2 in this scenario, especially because we have access to not only bank 2, but also since we have the third wallet, you get access to Curiosity Shop 500 rupee purchase, and getting that done is very important. But
it's very important, especially on the first cycle as well, because you've already saved Bomb Granny. And saves you having to save her again. So getting that third wallet on the first cycle, which that's quite rare actually.
Yeah, it's not very common, but it's very much a good thing. if you need to do Curiosity Shop.
We talk about Alf's interesting strat of voiding out rather than going into the swamp shop, into the swamp archery and out again.
I think it is faster to do this.
Ooh, yeah, Booger is going for Mountain Title Deed.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, I don't know. I mean...
You've got everything you need. You got Zora, you got Goron, you got...
you
Deku.
do, but I think with this Mountain Title Deed, you could push it to... Well, no. The Mountain Title Deed sucks to regrab. Yeah, I don't know. It's really difficult to say there whether you should use it on Toilet Hand, or whether you should use it here, or whether you should just save scum it. I might have. Yeah. I probably would have save scummed it.
I mean... Where was the Mountain Title Deed again?
Mountain Title Deed was on the bomb bag purchase after you save Old Lady.
Oh yeah, that's a terrible location.
Yeah, it's awful. So I definitely would have scummed it for Toilet Hand. I think that would have probably been a good decision, but I mean we saw both checks. One, we got Toilet Hand from Alf, and we got the Mountain Title Deed turn in from BoogerCloud.
Bomber's
the slow down notebook. Oh yeah.
Bank 2 is dead.
Alright, where does Alf go now? I feel like the only decision... I mean, like, the only way you can go for Alf is west now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nope, back to Southern Swamp! More money! More cash!
I guess because he's already killed the dongos.
Man, I really don't know how to feel about grinding to Bank 3 right now.
I mean, he's already close enough to Bank 3 as it is, because he's on like 800 rupees almost.
Oh, really? Okay, I was assuming he was at 500.
He did Bank 1 already.
Okay,
which means
I was assuming he was
700.
At 500. Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind, it's not nearly as bad then.
Regal saying Alf spending more time in the swamp than Shrek.
Hey, okay, we're just in the road to the swamp. Alright. Nowhere near the swamp. Not even associated. Don't mind the name.
Shrek isn't gonna be telling Alf to get out of his swamp today.
Interesting that we're seeing Pinnacle Rock.
I always do Pinnacle Rock before Pirates Fortress Interior, to be honest. We do have
a
small gilded, yeah, always.
Why?
Because then once it's done, I never have to do it again.
Okay, usually. I feel like I can't sign off on that reasoning.
Ooh, Swamp Title Deed and Pinnacle Rock, don't like that.
No, that is definitely very much I might have to re-grab this later sort of thing.
Swamp Title Deed is awful here. Any deed here is awful. Let's be real.
Well, I mean, like, if it was a deed we could turn in, you know, if this was Land Title Deed, it'd be fine. But the fact that we don't have North access yet...
Nah, it's worse if it's Night 1 LTK just after beating Bomb Granny. Then you know you have to go back.
True.
Especially if you know it's required.
Yeah. I mean, luckily... There's only a 50-50 chance, even if it is behind the Lair de Cafe that you can't do it, but...
Alf almost having enough money for, almost there,
How much money is Alf grinding here? Are we getting another full wallet? What's going on?
Alf giving us a show of his life. He must be kicking himself the amount of time he's losing right now.
I mean, if Bank 3 is a bow, then this is great. This is the best play around. The only thing he's missing out on is the or that matters is the Zora mask. Of course, we're missing out on the Mirror Shield too. But like, if this is a bow, then Alpha's sitting pretty.
Yep.
I'm just worried that it's not gonna be that, and that BoogerCloud is gonna be able to grind to 1,000 rupees with a bow. Ooh, and light arrows.
It's called Rupee on All Night Smiles.
Have you ever wanted to spend 500 rupees to acquire 200 rupees? Well, now you can.
Oh, yeah, Bank 3 was 20 rupees.
And now, yeah, Alpha's just... Alpha loses a lot of time with that.
He should really be going west at this point.
You have to. There's, like, nothing else to do here. Well, I mean, at this point, Alpha is waiting until second cycle to go west, clearly.
Yep.
Wait, how does this work? Isn't it gonna kick him out? Oh, he's probably just gonna do the minigame. He's not gonna do any cheesing. Oh, wait, no, he is.
You can half cheese day 3, can't you?
You can half cheese day 3, but it closes at 11:30, so he couldn't spend the time cheesing day 3. The issue is it's 11:30, and I don't know what's gonna happen. If it'll just...
It doesn't kick you out if you're in the middle... No mini games will kick you out if you're in the middle of doing the mini game. But if you lose, it'll kick you out.
Yeah.
It's the same with like town archery, where even if like you miss one item in swamp archery, and he usually gives you a second chance straight away, he won't do it if he closes.
Fair enough, Regal. Yeah, you do have to do a lot of day 3 anyways, even if you do cheese it. And also, I have seen the day 3... Oh, no!
Not like it was anything anyway, but...
No, it wasn't, but, you know, Alf doesn't know that. He's gonna do it again later. But, yeah, the day 3 Deku Playground strats are really cool. Like, without cheesing it at all. Being able to, like, Deku spin from platform to platform. Very cool. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man.
We don't know what's on Skull Kid yet.
Yeah, both of our runners are still first cycle. We're finally seeing Alf, do Skull Kid.
I mean... Who knows what it could be? It could be anything, really.
Except for Lullaby.
Yep. Oh, it's a white song.
Yay!
It could be healing. It could be storms for Waff a canyon.
Very true. I mean, if Pamela is Waff, that means we need all songs.
Yep.
Alright, I mean, storms are healing, really. And then Alpha's probably just gonna go west anyways. BoogerCloud over in Pirate's Fortress. Finally going at night, using Pirate's Fortress as their time waster is pretty good.
And it is...
Storms.
Okay.
Alright, well, storms it is. It's not like that's really a time waste to get, because both runners are definitely going to be grabbing storms at the very least. You're not going to be skipping out on that.
And it's not so bad, because we have a kind of Canyon Fooler, with the hero. You don't kind of, at storms. You're kind of like, huh, that's helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't love it, but...
Yeah. Well, you don't have to love it.
Yeah. I am surprised we're seeing Booger do sewers before interior.
Each to their own, I guess.
I mean, it's definitely just faster to do interior first.
Well, I guess maybe he's hoping for a bow.
It doesn't even matter, you can do it with Deku Magic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe this is a bow, and then FD.
Oh, that's
cool.
nice.
Alright, not bad.
Acceptable.
We're seeing Alf do both a grandma stories here. The two major sources of progression that we're really looking for right now are either Akana Access or a bow. Both these things would be very useful.
But even then, Akana Access isn't that useful until we get Ice Arrows and Bow anyway. We can do
I just say that because it unlocks one waft checked.
But you never know. That one waft check could be the one waft check we need. Okay,
yeah.
So that check is dead, but I think that was a bottle in there.
I don't know.
It's obviously something, because Booger's going for it.
Oh, in the prison.
Yeah. Join us in the tracker cage. Yeah, it is a bottle.
Ooh, got trapped in. Alright, how are they gonna go to PFI from here? Okay, they're just gonna void out and then take the thing away. And Alf doing day 2 Deck Playground cheese.
Love me some cheese.
Yeah, Alf really putting off West checks. That is very true, Fox. Really trying to full clear out this Clocktown area before having anything to do with West. Which is kind of surprising, especially because the Zora Cape checks are like pretty good. Especially with Goron, you can do them real fast.
I mean, you've got Waff Hook, which, I mean, Hook's always going to be Waff anyway. But it's still like, it was the Waff for an area, so obviously there's something behind Hook. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but I'd still be pushing my Hook's track straight away, you know? Like, look, there's 2 big Gilded here in Pirate's Fortress already.
Mm-hmm. Heart container.
Nice.
Watch, second heart container coming in right here.
Do it. Come on, game.
Do it.
You know you want to.
Let's see it! Bow!
Oh, there's the bow. Typical
right,
Pirate's
Fog.
Fortress.
This seed is really linear. It really does just feel like get Goron, get Picto so you can go south, so you can get the bomb bag, so you can get the hook shot, so you can get the Zora mask, so you can get the bow.
It's basically get Goron and win. That's it. Like,
it's get Goron and then go down the god line.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alf is setting this up. He's setting up the Scarecrow.
That could be for West.
Yeah, it's definitely for Great Bay Coast Ledge.
Look, another
You
chest.
can just do that? You don't have to hook shot the chest. You could just go for it.
Sorry.
What?
Well, he has...
Oh, right, he has Stone Mask. Okay, okay, that made me go insane for a sec there.
So, PFI is loaded. It's got bow and ice arrows. Now we just need a Kana access. And then we can do a Kana Canyon.
Can't do all of it until we find healing, but yeah. And Ocean Tidal Deed, but...
Or fire arrows.
What?
Because we need it for Egos.
Well, Egos is not a part of the Kana Canyon, that's a Kana Castle.
Oh, yeah. Brain is dead. See, Alf's doing the same thing that Booger did, and it's going to check Clifford first.
I don't understand! Why? This chick is so slow, and you can't... Oh, the manual swimming hurts.
So I'm guessing Booger's going to push north now. Yeah! Happy 1 hour, everybody. Welcome in. This is the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 1 bracket race between Alf and TheOnlyOneBoogerCloud. In the commentary box today with me, I am Shadonbread, and I'm your restreamer and one of your commentators. I have Tony Big Blind. Say hello.
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 Hello. And then in the tracker cage, I have Chloe, and later to be replaced by... Oh, Alf, no. To be replaced by Tomatalk. So, thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Tony, for joining me today. How are you finding the seed so? You're very welcome. How are you finding the seed so far?
Alf is struggling. Alf is on the struggle bus. He is very behind, and this is the exact scenario that I was worried about. If you missed it earlier, Alf spent a lot of time grinding to bank 3 using the rupee bushes right outside Swamp Shooting Gallery. And this is the scenario I was worried about, that it wasn't going to be for anything, and that BoogerCloud was just going to be able to do it with light arrows and bow.
Which is
and that exact thing is coming to fruition.
So, Alf about to get a Zora mask on Cape.
Yeah, Alf isn't really missing much else. This might actually be the last thing Alf can do. I don't know if Alf has missed anything at this point, other than this.
The only thing we really need right now is a Arcana access and maybe a song item.
So, I mean, we definitely need Captain's Hat.
Yeah.
So we guaranteed need Captain's Hat. I mean, like, best case scenario...
It's either maybe... Captain's Hat or Keg.
Right? Well, we need Captain's Hat. We need to do Dampe for fire arrows.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, you know, best case scenario, maybe we find Garo Mask, and then, like, Shrine Grotto is Captain's Hat, and then that's the seed. You know, maybe that's it.
Well, yeah, Fox has made the point of it's either Keg or Captain's in Akana Canyon. That's the only way it can go at this point.
That's true.
Because we know where fires are, and Gibdo and Garo can't be up there unless... Well, there could be the situation where Gibdo is up there, and it's required for the well.
Yeah, but then we know the well is still the thing that has Keg or Captains. So, like, the walk will eventually lead to Keg or Captains.
Yep.
So that is a good knowledge. I think, you know, we're hoping Keg is just healing, and then...
I can put a bet out. Which item is in Akana Canyon is a Keg or Captains, right?
Everybody should know. It is definitely much more likely that it is Captains.
Yeah. I'm still doing that anyway, because what if it's both?
It could be both. That could be funny. Yeah, if it was Keg and then Captains is just somewhere else. Or if it was Captains and Keg was somewhere else. You know, who knows? The scenario that this seed is going on.
It could be Keg and then Captains is in the casino, which is possible.
I mean, a fire arrow casino isn't, like, great, but...
We don't have... Yeah, it is Fire Arrows Casino, deep down. It's not Captain's Casino, it's Fire Arrows Casino.
Alright, we did get Oath to Order. So, we're not going to be seeing the Oath hint today.
There you go, enjoy your butt.
Are we going to grab anything else up in North? Is the real question. I mean... Swamp Tunnel you turn in. Pretty good. Gold Dust. Pretty bad. That actually sucks.
Oh, Final Night, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, BoogerCloud tried to extend the cycle here mainly because of that Swamp Title Deed turn-in, and now it just got all put to waste because it's for Gold Dust.
I mean, he could use that for Bank 3.
That's true.
Probably what he's going to do, even though it's dead.
You can put 200 rupees in there, for sure.
So
you got 2 bad chests, 3 bad chests over in Lens Cave.
Yep, so the bet's open. The bet is a 50-50. Exclamation mark bet. It's either going to be Keg or Captains. Take a bet if you wish. It's the only item we can bet on today.
Fox saying Wath Vanilla Gibdo. That would be pretty funny.
I mean, it's possible.
Very true, Fox. We're very quickly approaching having no items left to check, so Snowhead Dip definitely seems like the play. I mean, the only thing other than Snowhead at this point, like the only like new stuff is Grave Grotto, Path to Snowhead. Like, I don't know what else we're really looking at here.
Alf getting his bow, though.
Finally.
Yeah, Chloe's tapping out and fading into oblivion. Thank you, Chloe, for joining us today. And hello, Tumble Talk. Welcome in. We have our new tracker.
Goodbye and hello. Town Archery 2, yeah.
That is the bow for Alf. Hooray.
So yeah, we got like Town Archery, Grave Grotto, Path to Snowhead, Snowhead Temple. Other than that, there's probably something I'm forgetting about, but can't think of it right now. And BoogerCloud finally putting an end to the 1 hour and 7 minute cycle 1. What a journey.
That was definitely something.
Yeah.
To be fair, I do that. I will make the first cycle last as long as possible.
I'll do it like every now and then. But, you know, you always gotta be a little bit scared of getting burned on the song check.
Yep. So Alf not going for that final PFI check and taking a gamble.
Oh no, they did it first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually doing that check first is the route a lot of people tend to do. Doing I don't know what that chest is called, but yeah, but BoogerCloud saving it for the end, I think, is what happened.
I'd say it's left egg chest.
Makes enough sense. Alf picking up the Fierce Deities mask now, so both of our runners gonna have that in their back pocket. Razor Sword made almost obsolete. There are a couple fights we're gonna need a strong basic weapon for.
I think it would be strong for Booger to push Snowhead now.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
Because of where Goron's Lullaby was based, which was Deku Palace. We have. So, I think it's just the logical path at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes. I mean, it's both the logical path and just like the densest path. It just makes a lot of sense to go Path to Snowhead into Snowhead right here, and you. I hate to say it, like. You probably just rush Ikana Canyon once you can.
Yeah.
Like, the moment you find Garo Gibdo...
Yeah.
Out of there.
If you find the Ikana access in Snowhead... See, if it was me and I found the Ikana access in Snowhead, I'd immediately rush to Got and go straight to Ikana Canyon. I don't think I'd check the rest of the temple. But that would just be me.
Well, you can't rush to Goat. We don't have fire arrows.
True.
So really, it would just be, let's leave the dungeon and rush Ikana.
Yeah.
I completely forgot we didn't have a bottle up until this point, and we have like Kome, we have Fish turn in, we have the Gold Dust turn in as well. That's probably the worst location for Booger, but it won't be that bad for Alf, or at least it shouldn't be unless they go day 3 right now for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how far behind Alf is, but just to put it into perspective, Booger has already been to Pinnacle Rock and has done the entirety of North up until now, so Booger is definitely a rather far ahead. Yeah, no, fire arrows are on Dompe.
Yep.
So no fires. Booger
we don't
not
have
wanting
lens either.
Yeah, no lens or fires. Oh, that's true, so Gold Dust not in logic. Not dipping Snowhead is definitely a decision. Maybe they're really close to Bank 3. I didn't see how close they were at the end of the cycle there.
They put in 500, so it's probably not a full wallet's worth.
Yeah. Oh, doing Town Archery now? Sure.
Why not?
I mean, this is one of the, it's like, yeah, so realistically, other than Snowhead, it's Town Archery, Grave Grotto, Fish Check, like Lab Fish, and Kome. Save Healing Kome. I can't think of much else. Again, there's usually something I forget, though, so...
This could be a Gibdo Garo casino.
Yeah, but it's not a... Luckily, it's not a very big casino. Again, it's like Snowhead and then 4 checks so far. Alf finally going north now. I mean, they weren't able to earlier, so getting the opportunity to go north.
I think Alf's in a good position because it's only night 2 where he could do all of the checks and then just go straight to Snowhead.
Yeah, I mean...
So this could theoretically put him back in the lead if he goes straight to Snowhead after doing the north checks.
Yeah, if it's in Snowhead Temple and Alf goes Snowhead Temple, then it could look like it. And if Booger wastes their time on these overworld checks, then it would look pretty good. Especially if Booger starts trying to grind rupees for Bank 3 now.
Fires are on Dumpe digging, which isn't always hints, so what we're looking for in Snowhead, or in general what we're currently looking for is Akana access. We have everything we need but Gibdo Garo. So that is what we're looking for right now.
Yeah,
but
so we're missing Gibdo
Garo.
Garo. We're missing Gibdo Garo, Keg, and Captain's Hat. And Akana Canyon is Wath. And so Keg or Captain's Hat is in Akana Canyon, which is the main reason we keep talking about needing Gibdo Garo.
Yep. At this point, we're currently casinoing Gibdo and Garo, but again, like Tony said, there isn't that many checks to do. So, it's not really that much of a casino at this point. So...
Yeah, I am we could even see the circumstance in which both of our runners end up converging in Snowhead Temple.
Yep.
I mean, Booger is going to be able to grab a fish in the grotto, so maybe they'll do lab fish as well. And I mean, like, I don't know, a lot of decisions, especially after Booger already skipped out on doing Snowhead Temple when they were there first. Big Gilded though, so
again, we could find Keg and it could throw us off.
Tomorrow Mask. Yeah, Keg could definitely just throw us into like Woodfall Temple. Could definitely throw us into
GBT as well.
Yeah, Woodfall Temple or GBT, really.
And that's Oath to Order for Alf.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. BoogerCloud hasn't done All Night's Mask. Oh, right, Swamp Title Deed turn in. Yep, grabbing the gold dust. Wait a minute. Alf should have 2 bottles now.
The Circus Eater's Mask.
Alf got the milk bottle in Sewers that was never put on the trek. I guess both of them should have 2 bottles now, actually. Because they both got the gold dust bottle. Fire arrow. If fire arrows are in Snowhead, fire arrows are on Dumpe. So unfortunately, if what we're looking for is in Snowhead Temple, it's definitely a forced double dip.
Well, I mean, captains could be in Snowhead.
Yeah, it definitely could be
possible, but the fire arrows themselves can't be. Yeah.
BoogerCloud grabbing the 50 on top the clock tower. I don't know how close this gets them to Bank 3.
Right, is Alf gonna go Snowhead now?
Yeah, I don't really know how much other stuff Alf has.
Yes. Alf's going north. Yeah.
Alf hasn't been like Zora Hall. This would make the most sense to push Snowhead, though. I mean, from a commentator's point of view.
Exactly, his Deku Palace Wath song.
Yes. Well, I mean, obviously, Deku Palace Wath was also fulfilled by light arrows, but...
Yep.
So, it's at least a little ambiguous whether Snowhead is the play or not. I'm surprised we're not peeking the ledge back there.
I think Booger did, and it was a hot piece, or it was something
I just meant,
blue.
like, Alf not peeking it.
Oh, yeah. It's not on his mind right now, he's just like Snowhead. He's tunnel vision.
Snowhead.
Must go Ooga Booga. Yeah. He doesn't have lens, so it's probably just not on his mind. He's just like, I can't do anything with that right now, I don't care.
Yeah, Booger really getting burned by these overworld checks. Now getting the bigger bomb bag. Also, I don't think they ever picked up a fish.
Yeah.
So I think they're just grinding to bank 3 now.
I feel like
this is a big
Booger-
opportunity for Alf.
Booger's having his collecting money moment like Alf had, pretty much. So
Yeah,
he's kind of... Yeah.
I mean, fortunately, like we've been talking about, Booger is going to have a much easier time collecting money thanks to light arrows.
Yeah.
Like, that might just be bank 3 right there, maybe 2 more. But Alf is first into Snowhead Temple, which we are kind of suspecting to be the place to be right now. So Alf could be in the lead soon.
Let's see how long it takes. Okay, it's not that chest. So for anyone who's just joining us, we are currently looking for Arcana Access, Captains, and Keg. Maybe Keg. We don't know yet. But we know we need Captains because we've required Dampe for fire arrows. So... yeah.
And, we really want Arcana Access because...
Ooh!
Arcana Canyon is Wath.
Yeah.
This seed is extremely linear, Fox, yeah. It has been extremely linear.
Ew.
Express mail.
Ew.
You can't even do anything with that yet.
Yeah, we don't have Cafe's mask and Postman's Freedom's dead, so...
Yeah.
Ew. Kind of gross.
And just to be clear, the seed so far has just been like... Goron has just kind of been whatever, but it was a Sphere 0 check. And then you get Picto Box and East Clocktown for Bomb Bag on... for Bomb Bag to go back to East Clocktown to get your hook shot, to go to Zora Cape to get your Zora mask, to go to go to PFI to get your ice arrows and your bow, to come north to probably get something good. There's Gipto.
There's Arcana Access.
This seed has been insanely linear, and I think we can now say that Alpha's taken a lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the only path back to victory, as long as nothing insane happens with the rest of this seed, is BoogerCloud finding something really good on Kome.
Ooh, GFS. That's nice.
Yeah, GFS is definitely appreciated. See, like, I don't think I would have gotten that. I think I would have gotten the Gibdo mask and then immediately left.
Yeah.
So definitely paying off to do your full clear of the dungeon. So
the well is a different region in the game. So Blue Potion, which is in its vanilla location now. Because yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Alrighty, yeah, so I think the only scenario in which this is really good for BoogerCloud is if one of these overworld checks happens to be, Keg or Captain's Hat, which is looking more and more unlikely as we play the seed.
Could also be Garo.
I mean, if it's Garo, then that's the biggest. That's like extremely good for BoogerCloud.
Biggest bullshit layout. Bailout ever.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I was
Be.
looking for bail. Yeah.
That'd be brutal.
If this was Garo Mask right here, that would be absurd. No.
Thank
okay.
God.
So yeah, it looks like I mean, I think the only other overworld check we haven't seen is lab fish. So Alpha is looking in a really good position. You know, it looked really bad earlier, but then BoogerCloud did not go into Snowhead Temple.
Yep, Alf's going straight to Akana now. The only play he should be playing right now.
The way to hint Alf to go to Akana in this seed is we have an Akana Canyon wath.
Yeah. So the game is telling the runners they have to go to Akana.
Why can't fires be in Akana? Because
they
fires
can be.
Well, fire arrows can't be in Akana in this seed because it has been hinted on Dampe.
Ice arrows can't be in Akana unless they are on the Shrine Grotto. Or they're in Secret Shrine.
Or they're on Ocean Title Deed.
Yep.
So fires can be anywhere in Akana, just not in this seed. Because it's been hinted by Dampe. We know where fires are.
I agree, Fox. From a player's point of view, it might be difficult to see that this seed is a straight line. But for our perspective, it's very easy to tell. Oh, getting the Bremen mask bait. Sorry, Booger.
Yeah, I mean... We really hope Booger goes Snowhead Temple! Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Bremen.
Alright, Bremen it is.
Okay, so we're getting ledge check.
Ocean Title Deed. Well, we don't have Ocean Title Deed.
Okay, so that was a red rupee, so we know it's not that. Because the Ocean Title Deed could be in Canyon, so...
Yeah, that's true. Good.
Imagine an Ocean Title Deed casino. Ooh, never heard of that before.
Gross. I imagine we're going to be grabbing the owl statue. Now, I think, obviously, like... The correct play is just to do Shrine Grotto over right here, and then if it's not Shrine Grotto, just soar back up and do,
Great Pohut.
Yes, Pohut. Oh, and we have Great Fairy Sword and Light Arrows for Pohut. Oh,
very nice.
It's beautiful.
There it is.
Well, hold on.
Hold your horses, people. The fuck is that?
It was a gilded sword. There it is! You're right, that's the one.
Wait, I need to swap to Booger. Okay. All is well now. Tiger bread. We got the tiger bread!
All swords. We have gotten like every... we've gotten all swords, double magic, and double defense.
Yep.
From Alp's end. And FD. We've got like all basic upgrades.
Here we go. Get your butt to Pohut, guys.
Now, I guess the tricky part happens if somehow this isn't it. And then, I mean, I guess what you do then is you just do Mirror Shield. Maybe that's healing. Like, if Mirror Shield is healing, then you can do, Pamela.
Pohut's so easy
with
Gilded.
Right. I'm sorry, we can't do Mirror Shield, we don't have fires.
Yep.
Pohut's so easy with the combo Gilded Light Arrows.
And yeah, Shrine is open, but I doubt any runners are gonna go to Shrine unless they have to last locate a song item.
Well, if Pohut is nothing, then we're gonna have to start searching for Ocean Title Deed or a song item.
Oh, it's Keg!
No! We're on a Captain's Hat hunt! No! Come on, man! This is the worst! Captain's Hat hunt is not what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Doesn't... Okay. They song a time at the same time. That's funny. I think based on the Woodfall Temple Foolish but Song hint that Powder Keg is for Sonata.
Here we go.
Powder Keg has to be for Sonata? Or... No, never mind. That's not true. That's not necessarily true.
I mean, it could be for Stone Tower Temple. So it could be
Yeah, what I was thinking is, like... It doesn't matter. Like, Captain's Hat can just be, like, anywhere. It doesn't matter, because...
True.
Foolish but Song hints are goofy.
It could be healing for Pamela.
This is true. This is true. That would be best case scenario, honestly. If this Powder Keg was healing for Pamela, then we'd just be done with the seed. That would be best case scenario. We love like being done with the seed at an hour and a half in. At least for Alf. BoogerCloud
we have Pamela and lemons. Like, what could possibly go wrong, right?
BoogerCloud's in the weeds right now.
Yep. Booger was doing so well, and then he decided not to do Snowhead.
It doesn't open that much, Fox. I mean, like, realistically, getting the Powder Keg here instead of the Captain's Hat means that now we might have to check Shrine. We're gonna have to check whatever dungeon this comes from, at least up until the point where... unless it's, like, Sonata... Well, no, you'd still have to do Sonata. You'd still go to Woodfall Temple to get that song checked. So, like, we might be looking at 2 dungeons here, and Shrine.
This could be a song chain. So, yeah. Welcome in, TSG and Raiders. Welcome, welcome. This is the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 5 bracket race between Alf and TheOnlyOneBoogerCloud.
We've had probably one of the most linear seeds of all time. Ending in what is now a Captain's Hat hunt, where the main locations are going to be the dungeon that this song leads to, Shrine, Well, and then another dungeon potentially.
It's
great.
Elegy.
It is. Okay.
Stone Tower we go.
Alright, so potential locations for Captain's Hat. We have Stone Tower Temple, Inverted Stone Tower Temple, Stone Tower, whatever the dungeon song is, or I'm sorry, no, it cannot be from the dungeon song of... It can't be from Boss Blue Warp. That is the only thing we know. Is that it can't be from Boss Blue Warp.
Yep.
Because we have Woodfall Temple Foolish but Song.
So it's either Healing or New Wave on Blue Boss Warp.
Yes, and whichever one it is does not lead to Captain's Hat.
And there's the Gibdo for Booger, so are we gonna see him push, 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 and then go straight east? I feel like that's...
No, it seems like Booger is also being cautious and full clearing out Snowhead Temple.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so... Where is that? Oh, right, Alpha's buying a bean. Yep. Okay, so locations we're looking at Shrine, we're looking at Stone Tower Temple, and Well. And Akana Castle Pillar.
Yep. We are 1 item from Go Mode.
Yes, we just need Captain's Hat.
Which
and
will
then
lead
we're
us
done.
To fires.
Yes.
Right, I'm gonna change the bet, right? We're gonna do another bet.
New bet.
And it's gonna be...
Whoever bet Powder Keg won the bet.
Yep. Where's
Powder
Captain
Keg wins
Hat?
the first bet.
Because now we have more options.
I think we know for sure. Yeah, it definitely can't be Pamela anymore. Yeah, it can no longer be Pamela. So don't bet Pamela.
Wait, why can't it be Pamela?
Okay, so because Woodfall Temple is foolish except for song, that means that you should be able to clear Woodfall Temple first, before any other dungeons, so that you can get your Boss Blue Warp song there. So that
doesn't
means
necessarily mean that Woodfall is going to be the first dungeon, because we haven't got Sonata.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying that it doesn't necessarily mean that, but it means it can be your first dungeon clear, to my knowledge. Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but in my head, how Foolish Except for Song works is it could be your first dungeon clear. Therefore, your Boss Blue Warp cannot lock your access to that dungeon. Or your completion of the dungeon. I could be wrong, but I'm, like, pretty sure... If it didn't work that way, I'd probably cry or something, so...
But back to Pamela, how does this affect Pamela?
So, the only place that we can find healing now is... that we have access to is on Boss Blue Warp. And if I'm correct, then okay, yes, it can't lock it, is what Fox is saying. So if Boss Blue Warp is healing, then that means that healing cannot lock our Woodfall Temple access. And since Captain's Hat is the thing locking our Woodfall Temple access, then,
Okay.
then it wouldn't be Pamela. So
I think my brain died, but... Okay. Also, my commentary page died, so you're gonna have to give me a minute.
Yeah, it sounds good. Alpha's going on Stone Tower. We do have a big gilded chest here, Postman's Hat, and a small gilded chest here of Letter to Cafe.
Ew.
Yep.
That's
Okay, someone has
gross.
bet Pamela anyways. Fair enough. Can we still have Well as an option? Yes. Well still is on the table. Any check in Well. The main locations you're looking to bet right now, if you want to place a bet, are Stone Tower, Temple, because Stone Tower is now gone. Well, I guess Postman's Hat, if you wanted to bet that it was Postman's Hat. Stone Tower, Temple, Shrine, and Well are the key locations. I also think we haven't seen Labfish.
Okay.
You have to open Smitty! I hate you for saying that, Fox. Hot spring water from the well. I always hate the thought.
Doodle doodle doodle.
Are you back? Have you returned?
I'm back. Yep.
Perfect. We do have BoogerCloud joining us in Akana now. And Alf up in Stone Tower Temple.
Alpha's definitely massively in the lead here.
Yeah. Again, unless, like... It would have to... BoogerCloud would have to, like, put off Stone Tower Temple and instead do, like, Shrine. Which, like, isn't unheard of, but I don't think it's the correct decision. I think Alf was attempting to do the spin strats. Wasn't able to get the spin off, though. But Gomez has been defeated. Indeed. We are gonna have FD, though, for Twin Mold. We'll have to see if either of our runners do a zero-cycle blue Twin Mold. Always fun to watch.
I think we had that yesterday. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat to just absolutely crush Twin Mold.
Yeah. Kill it to death, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. It could be Twin Mold Heart Container, but it can't be Blue Boss blue warp. Very strange. But at least it means that, like, if New Wave is on boss warp, then you don't have to do GPT. So
I feel so bad for Booger right now because he's on night 1, so he's gonna get this keg and he's gonna have to cycle again.
Yay!
Gotta
Let's
love
go. I love. That's at end of sentence. I love.
Yep. No, so the Wizrobe fight in Stone Tower Temple is off because it is a chest fairy.
Yeah, we have chest fairies enabled in Blitz, but we're not playing Blitz. We're playing the classy standard settings.
Yep. Also, that Wizrobe fight is disgusting. I hate it. The Stone Tower one is probably my least favorite one.
I mean, you just shoot a couple light arrows. It's not the worst thing in the world, from my experience. I don't know about you, but for for Wizrobe Phase 2, I like doing I like figuring out where he is with directional audio, like stereo audio.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yep.
I love just being able to pinpoint exactly where he is. Alright, Powder Keg obtained for Booger and Alf heading into Twin Mold. At the very least, what we can say is this won't be a super long seed. Because as we mentioned, we're not looking at too many locations. At least, I should have said that this soon. Because, like, who knows what sort of bait we're looking at. But...
Yep,
Alf
make sure
trying
you guys...
for the blue Twin Mold.
Yep,
Sorry,
they both had Tiger Bread. No, I was just saying, make sure you guys get your bets in for captains, because we're gonna start seeing the checks where captains could be at this point.
I'll do exclamation bet, mirror shield chest.
Once this Twin Mold battle closes, I'm gonna close the bet.
Yeah, so again, the main places we're looking at for the bet now are Twin Mold itself. You still want to bet there right now. Shrine, Well, and Labfish, and also Postman's Hat, like the mailbox check, because we got that in Stone Tower.
That was a nice long kill from Alf there. It was a long beam.
Indeed.
Get beamed, boy.
Twin Mold gone out of the way for Alf. 3 dungeons remaining. Probably gonna get to go mode you will get to go mode the rest of them.
That's a great.
Oh, Dog Race. Dog Race dead. Dog Race dead. Not gonna have to worry about that. Unfortunate for anyone who bet Twin Mold. Or anywhere in I guess inverted Stone Tower Temple. We do still have normal Stone Tower Temple though, so.
Yep.
New Wave
like
it
we
is.
might be getting a shrine push.
Yeah, seems like that's what it's gonna be. The worst thing Alf could do is do Great Bait Temple at this point. That is not where you need. That is not where you need to be going. Toss up for mirror being required. Very true. Yeah, mirror might not even be required.
Yep.
So, anyone who bet Shrine, this is your time.
Yep.
I don't know. What did you make a bet?
I didn't know. I was
gonna
gonna
make
bet
just
Shrine.
a verbal bet?
Yep, my verbal bet is Shrine, so... And it's always Shrine.
You gotta pick a check. Come on, pick one.
Lizards.
Lizards it is. Dude, my bet, if it's in Shrine, is always Wart. I swear, it's either Wart or the end chest every time it feels like in
I believe Alf only did inverted stone tower, didn't he?
Yes, Alf did not do normal stone tower temple.
The moment you get captains, you dip, right?
Oh yeah,
So
I mean, there's
it's not
nothing.
on ward.
Well, there's nothing else to do. You know, Captain's Hat is our go mode at this point. Or at least it's like, we know where the rest of our stuff is. Like, we'll be
It
able
looks
to
like
get the
Alf
rest of our
is
stuff.
definitely suspecting it's enshrined because he's not running to the door. He's running to the chests.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good gamble. Might as well do that.
Yeah, the bet ended at after Twin Mold.
Forgot he had already beaten the Garo Master?
Yep. The light arrow chest. That's a chest fairy, isn't it?
Yes. So there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there are 5 chests in normal Stone Tower Temple. It's the map chest, the one in the water, the light arrow chest, and then the 2 in like the room past the maze area where you have to break the sunblock, and then there's one chest behind the sunblock, and then you have to kill all the Armos. I think they're Armos. I don't know what they're called, but
yeah, the death Armos, aren't they?
the Igor room after light arrows is not. Yeah, it is a chest fairy. Yeah. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what anything's called in this game. I don't know what any enemies are called in this game. I swear.
The smoky chest of the Dexy hand tosses you to. Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah. Generally, people don't do it after light arrows, though.
Oh yeah, the death Armos are the ones that squish you, right?
Oh, that
and then the Armos
are
just the statues.
Oh, okay. This makes sense. The map room where you did. Oh, that's the map. Okay, I always thought the other one was the map chest. The one you have to, the one on the right side. I always thought that was the map chest. I guess that must be the compass. I don't think that's a key. I'd be shocked if that was a key. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know this game well enough. I don't know the vanilla game well enough. It is the compass? Okay, thank you, Fox. And, unless it's right here in Shrine. End of Shrine. Let's see it. Nope.
Oh, Dead Shrine.
Dead Shrine. Any Shrine betters?
Quite a few.
Please add your tears to the cup. To the collective chalice.
Oh, we're getting a Stone Tower bean check.
We did see Alf do this already.
Oh. I must have
It was, yeah, this is when your thing crashed. Up here we found the postman's hat and the letter to Cafe. Alf is going to Zora Hall, because they've never been to Zora Hall. This is really scary, though, because this might mean that Alf is currently doing Great Bay Temple. And...
possible, yeah.
The main time loss that you're going to see in Great Bay Temple is not needing to do any of the chests in Great Bay Temple. Especially the main one being the real time loss being Wart. If Alf ends up doing Great Bay Temple, it isn't that bad because the chests aren't really out of the way in Great Bay Temple. But if Alf does Wart, that is definitely a time loss.
But of course, we haven't had Ice Hour chest hinted either, so it's most likely what he's gonna do.
I mean, if Alf doesn't realize the logic that Great Bay Temple can't have your captain's hat, then yeah, it makes sense that he would do it. Did Booger already do... Yeah, Booger did Zora Hall already. Zora Hall here was Swamp... Yeah, it wasn't... No, that was in Pinnacle Rock. Didn't Evan have something funny? Bomber's Notebook.
Yeah.
That is a big that's a big gilded chest, and Alf didn't go back for Stone Tower Temple? That is shocking, honestly. The fact that you see a big gilded chest there and then don't do it afterwards is very surprising.
Yeah, that's the water chest, isn't it?
It is, yeah. No GBT because it was on Boss Blue Warp, which, because Woodfall Temple is Foolish but Song, Boss Blue Warp cannot directly lead to your Woodfall Temple access. And the only thing we're missing is the thing that leads us to Woodfall Temple access. It's very strange and very Foolish but Song hints, especially temple hints, are always annoying. And clearly it is true for Alf as well, because we are going GBT. Yeah, temple access logic does get rather tricky.
It gets everyone every time.
It's very true. Especially when you're mid-run and you can't just, like, casually think about it with 20 other people in the chat correcting you if you're wrong.
I mean, if Alpha's capable, which I believe he is, he could just do Fireless GBT and be done with it. That could be what he's doing, but I doubt it.
100% we are doing Fireless GBT. Like, you're not gonna leave GBT midway through here. You're gonna complete the dungeon, but, like, the chests aren't really that out of the way, except Ward. The Ice Arrow chest is the only out-of-the-way chest in this dungeon. Everything else is... like, you have to do the entirety of GBT anyways, so... it's not really, like, the worst thing in the world for him to be doing this. But we know that GBT is dead. Now,
I think Alf's just gonna push GBT and just go straight to Diog.
Oh, maybe. I mean, maybe. I imagine if they come across gilded chests along the way, they'll be opened. Yeah, it's just really whether they're gonna skip Ward or not. Is the question of the day.
So we are getting Stone Tower checks from Booger.
This is inverted still.
I know.
Oh, okay. I thought Alf did these.
I think he did, yeah.
I hope that we see Booger do normal Stone Tower Temple. Hopefully. I think if we can see... yeah, if we can see someone check the normal Stone Tower Temple, then Booger might be in a position to win here, depending on where Alf goes next.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that Booger would take the lead back if he were to go back into Stone Tower.
Yeah, if he were to go... well, yeah, it just depends where Alf goes after GBT. Yeah, so I don't think Alf realizes the logic. That's fine. That's what the interview is for.
Exactly.
So we can explain how we're better, right? Like, that's how that works. We can explain how, as a collective of like 20 people, we're better than one person.
There's more than one brain cell going on.
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly, Breagle. Just skip Wort and Alf will be fine. I'm just scared that he's probably not gonna skip Wort. We'll wait and see. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
Ooh, there's the lens. That one's
I mean, that's just more bait, but Smithy was in logic anyways.
Well, Smithy... oh.
Yeah,
was it?
Hot spring... Fox was mentioned the hot spring water from the well earlier, yeah.
Oh god. We had that
Yeah.
last year in X4. We actually had a hot spring water well bracket seed last year. I felt so bad, but then I was like, I rolled it. I expect no less from myself. Ew, we're getting a wart check.
Yeah, he's doing wart. We'll talk to Alf, or if Alf hops on, we'll be sure to mention. We'll try to explain the logic. It's not the easiest thing to try to ration out, but
Yep.
BoogerCloud taking down Twin Mold, so if they decide, I want to see a Stone Tower Temple. I want to see normal Stone Tower Temple, especially because you know there's a Gilded Chest there already.
It's just a smart thing to do.
And we're seeing Alf to go for bomb strats. I don't know if they did this on the other wart. Do bomb straps instead of
He did.
Oh, phase 2 skip. I forgot that existed.
Yeah, that's what he did on the other wart as well.
Oh. Big Gilded Chest. I mean... Bow. Where's Booger going?
Ironic.
Booger's going to GBT!
Ooh. Stop that.
Well, back in Alf's court.
Yep.
Foolish but song hints. Oh no. He voided.
Well, at least he only voided to the same room. Not all the way back to the entrance.
That's true, yeah. Or at the very least, you would have voided back to the place with the boss key. Because that's like the useful void out spot.
Yep.
That's what you usually like doing here, is voiding out from here back to that. So you don't have to do at least this little swim. Alright, so neither runner really picking up on the GBT being dead logic.
Fire arrows are on Dampe again. I put them on Eris and as soon as race yesterday via Swamp Title Deed. But today it is just fire arrows on Dampe. Yeah, I agree, Fox. It could be the situation where Booger might just full clear the temple. Maybe he does understand, but I doubt it. He should have just gone straight back to Snow Tower Temple, to be honest.
Yeah, if you do realize the logic, then you shouldn't be doing GBT in this scenario. If you don't realize the logic, then it makes the most sense to do GBT, but...
I have a habit of traumatizing runners.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's so bad that Springtime can lock access to Foolish but Song dungeons. It makes no sense that is how that should work. Since you need to grab the boss Blue Warp Song to get to Springtime.
In this situation, right? For us, it's easy to understand where everything is, but for the runners, they're probably in a completely different mindset right now.
Yeah, it's a lot less pressure when you're sitting on this side and you can have Fox backseating your logic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, Sonaholic. We know fire arrows are on Dampe, and so the only thing we're missing is Captain's Hat, which locks our access to Woodfall Temple, which means, Woodfall Temple is Foolish but Song. So the boss Blue Warp cannot lock access to Woodfall Temple, which means the boss Blue Warp cannot have Captain's Hat anywhere. And boss Blue Warp was New Wave. So, you know, what I said just doesn't make any sense. That's fair, but there is rational logic to say that. Yeah, no problem. There is rational things to say that Captain's Hat cannot be in this dungeon.
Now, Alf, go back to Stone Tower. You've realized your mistake now. Good. He didn't hit the owl at the top stone tower.
I don't think that's correct, Vans. Javans? I don't know how to say your name, but Keg can just be Waff for Elegy specifically. Now, if Ranch was Waff and Elegy and like the song was Waff, a song cannot be Waff solely for completion. But if I'm not mistaken, the Keg is perfectly fine just being for completion's sake. It doesn't necessarily mean it locks light arrows. Or fire arrows from Captain's Hat. Evans. Sounds good. Oh, that MJ Evans. This makes sense.
You got there.
I see the line now. I see it.
Go on, Alf. You can do it.
Yeah, neither check postman's hit yet. This is very true.
Yep. We're just waiting intensely now. Very intensely. Going for light arrows chest first and not the big gilded on the other side is interesting.
Yeah, especially, I mean, going for the light arrow chest first at all is very a decision.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can, like, go past the light arrow room to go to where the Igor is and then just get into the water. Like, you can do that. I don't know if it's faster. It routes better? I mean, that might be true. It feels like it should be slower. It's faster if you know the strats. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, getting to the water from the Igor bridge is super easy.
I mean, the way I've always done it is just a side hop and then a jump slash. And then maybe multiple jump slashes. I don't know if there's a better way to do it.
I think it's backflipping thing.
Oh, is there just a flip you can do?
You stand at the top of the ramp, the higher ramp, and then you stand at the corner that's perpendicular to the ledge you want to jump onto, and then you back jump onto it from that corner.
Someone's saying with a big chest you can just hook shot out. I mean, ideally what we're referring to though is not needing to kill the Igor, because that's losing time.
Yeah.
Side hop jump slash, so you can just hook the chest. Oh, so yeah, side hop jump slash will get you on top of the little ledge, and then you can just hook shot the chest from there. I imagine.
I could be misremembering, to be fair. It's been a while.
I mean, we'll see what Alf does here. Oh, pulls out bombs. Oh, it does a recoil flip.
Recoil, yep.
Reasonable.
Yep. I mean, it works just as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just soar up.
Side hop jump slash not needed with a big chest. Yeah, we were just
Yep. Run go mode. Well, almost.
If only BoogerCloud had done STT first.
What chest is that? That's a key chest, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a key. That's definitely a key. Fox would have won the bet. We won't bet that in time. Go mode.
Okay, so we had one bet for Stone Tower Temple and one bet for the Campus Chest. So I'm sorry, Brigo, but you tried. Nobody got the exact one, but I'm gonna give it to the Stone Tower Temple and the Campus Chest because I'm nice.
It's definitely somewhere in the game.
Yeah.
Is that a good bet?
And you know,
in the game?
Tom, because I'm feeling nice, you also win as well.
What did Tom bet?
Somewhere friggin' awful.
It's not that bad. Stone Tower Temple chest, you can peek from inverted Stone Tower Temple? Come on.
It was friggin' bad because the runners didn't do it.
That's true. They did both full clear GPT before doing it. This is true.
Just saying. Twin mode's different. Twin mode is inverted Stone Tower. they bet Stone Tower Temple, which is a different location.
I mean,
So
in the game, it's like if you're thinking about hints, it's not. But who thinks about hints?
Windmill's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
In my eyes.
fair enough. Now usually after completing Stone Tower Temple and Great Bay Temple, you have to think about your final night routing a little bit. But you know, we really don't have to worry about that because we have to do Dompe for fire arrows, and then we had Woodfall Temple and Snowhead Temple go modes, and we might still have to do Mirror Shield. So, and you can just Night 3 right after you enter the grave. So we're not gonna have any need to worry about final night routing. What do you mean? What Alf's gotta check that song? We're still missing Sonata of Awakening, and so
Well,
Sonata is.
This song has to be Sonata, doesn't it?
It could be on the Mirror Shield. Because
Oh yeah.
Captain's Hat locks the fire arrows, which we needed to do Mirror Shield.
Yeah, my brain died for a second there.
Yeah, so Sonata's either here on Mirror Shield.
I'm very tired. It's like 10:30. So, if this is Sonata, then we're in go mode. We're in go mode.
It's not that Mirror Shield could be behind fire. We already have Mirror Shield, but doing Egos, you need fire arrows to burn the curtain. But it doesn't matter anymore, because we got Sonata. I don't know why Alf just didn't go to Night 3 immediately. I mean, it's not like it matters at all. Like, it doesn't, like, his time of day is probably gonna be fine either way. The early morning brain persists throughout the day.
I've been awake since like 6:30 in the morning, and it's almost 10:30, so... You know, I'm doing... My brain was dead by about 3 o'clock when I did an S5 seed and did the warp to north crash. On Grave. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Oh, wait, is that... What... Is that like... which one is that?
So, you come out of either the grotto, Dampe's house, or Kita, and you warp to north and your game crashes.
That's great. That's awesome.
Even if you leave the graveyard after coming out of the grotto and you go to Road to Okana, your game can still crash. You have to fully leave graveyard. So you have to go to Canyon or Termina Field or source somewhere else to fix
I hate that.
Yeah.
I know.
See, I thought it was just the grottos that triggered it, but it turns out it's the whole of North Graveyard.
I can't remember what made it, or what the scenario was, but I just remember once, like, crashing after trying to soar out of Day 2 Grave. Like, I beat the Iron Knuckle, and then I tried soaring out, and then my game crashed. It was very strange.
Sadly, the spoilers don't do sphere counts on MMR, which is kind of sad. But I can pull up the...
Oh wait, they don't? I thought isn't there a playthrough thing now in the spoiler where you can see the?
Let me double check. I have the spoiler. So.
They do, says Fox. Yeah. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a playthrough. They added a playthrough to the spoiler logs, and you can see what sphere reading is.
10 spheres.
It's probably one item per sphere.
I think Sphere 4 has the most, which is 3 items.
Huge. Yep. Let's go.
It is 10 spheres deep for you.
Oh no, Booger did Shrine before going to Stone Tower Temple. I didn't even notice that until now. Oh no. Yeah, if they just went Stone Tower Temple, they would have saved so much time. Because they wouldn't have done Shrine, and they wouldn't have done Wart in GBT.
Yep.
So, I mean, all in all, looking back at the seed, Alf spent a lot of time early game. Like, they were both pretty neck and neck for a while, and then Alf spent an absurd amount of time grinding for Bank 3 and refusing to go west. And then Booger traded one-up that by saying, I'm not going to go to Snowhead Temple. And then they both one-up that by doing dead GBT.
We got the go mode, the flashing button. Cool. So, this seed was pretty linear. It wasn't Jet, though. It had its moments.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
It did still finish pretty quickly, to be honest, for an S5 seed, but...
It definitely isn't bad or anything, but... A lot of room to, for Alf to not have done Bank 3, money grinding, and for both of our runners, or for Booger to go to Snowhead Temple when they initially got to the owl statue, and then for both of our runners to not do GBT and instead do the Stone Tower Temple immediately after, especially knowing that Big Gilded Chest was there.
I feel like both of our runners have room to improve in, you know, logic learning, but...
I mean, who doesn't, right?
He did well. Like... Exactly. MMR logic will always confuse me. Oh, we didn't do Happy 2 Hours, you're right. Happy 2 Hours, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am Shenanbread, and this is your Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 5 bracket match between Alf and TheOnlyOneBoogerCloud. I'm your restreamer for today, and I'm also one of your commentators, and in the commentator box with me I have Tony Big Blind.
Hello.
Hello. And our two lovely trackers that I've featured today, we had Chloe in the first half and then Tomatalk in the second half. So thank you both for joining us today. So, how do you feel about the seed overall?
I mean, really linear. Couple mistakes on both sides. I mean, I don't know how it would feel to play this one. I imagine it wouldn't feel that bad compared to some of the other seeds. Because even when we were in, like, I need to find X item to progress, like one item specifically, there wasn't that many locations. I feel like we didn't get bogged down with a lot of trash this seed. Except for, I still hate wallets with a passion.
Don't we all?
What about you?
I think it was very linear. Wasn't boring. But it was definitely a, at the beginning it was kind of just follow your paths. Like, I think the biggest mistake that Alf made was not following his hook checks to get Zora. Or was that Booger? One of the two of them.
That was Alf. That was Alf.
Yeah. And then, obviously, refusing to go west. Because he wanted to do Bank 3. I feel... I enjoyed the seed quite a bit because there was a lot to think about and a lot of logic to discuss. I just wish, you know, our runners weren't so fussy. In deciding to go to certain places.
I mean, it's not. Like we've mentioned, it's not the easiest logic to try to pinpoint, but definitely not impossible to think about.
Yeah. How did you feel about the hints today?
I mean, Termina Field Foolish hint after we full clear Termina Field, so always awful. Road to Southern Swamp Foolish. Probably wouldn't have mattered. I can't imagine either of our runners really would have gone back for Swamp Archery at many points. I mean, I assume if we didn't have that, BoogerCloud probably would have done it before going to Snowhead Temple, but other than that, didn't really help that much. Woodfall Temple Foolish but Song, definitely a game-winning Foolish hint there with the logic.
It actually meant a lot for the logic. Sometimes those hints don't necessarily mean anything, but for this seed, it was paramount.
Yeah, meant a lot in this one.
Termina Field Foolish is memes, but it's only memes when you're not running it and someone else is. That's just how it is. Or unless you get it as your first hint.
And then, I mean, our Woths were fine.
Sorry, just to point out Alf's RNG there, getting stalactite right in front of him. Oh.
Sometimes you can pull that back because you could just shoot him and he'll never hit you with the lightning. But then he got back-to-back hit by the lightning.
Ah, there we go.
Yo, he needed one more arrow. Oh no.
Got just casually running over Link then, and then you could see the damage that Link was taking from Got running over him. Small little details.
Yeah.
And that is Got's remains for Alf, which means his last dungeon is an empty bus room. Because a doll isn't real.
Damn.
It's an ongoing meme now, right, for the commentary team to point out that Adolwa isn't real, he doesn't exist, because you basically just look at him and he dies.
That's true, especially with, like, Great Fairy Sword.
FD.
Or FD.
With FD, right, you can kill him midair with FD.
Yeah, you can kill him midair.
Sometimes he doesn't even come back down, he just dies and...
Sometimes he doesn't even jump off the ground.
Yeah, true. So basically, the boss room is an empty room. The boss is actually the frog, the gecko.
I don't know if anyone can fact check me on this, but I feel like if you have Gilded Sword, it's definitely faster to just not swap one of your inventory slots to FD or Great Fairy Sword. I guess in this scenario, though, swapping to FD is fine, because this is your last dungeon, so you're going to be swapping to FD anyways for a final boss. So...
yeah, Booger now having Captain's Hat, but it's a real shame for Booger at this point. If he had just gone to Stone Tower straight after...
it would be a much closer race, for sure.
Yeah. It would be... If Booger had gone to Stone Tower Temple, he would be the one that's in Woodfall right now.
Yes. But as long as Alf doesn't absolutely throw somehow,
He loses the empty boss room.
Alf would have to like die multiple times in Majora with
or get
FD
voided
and...
out. Voiding out is
FD
dangerous in
somehow.
Majora. Yeah, it's a thing.
I always love, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but if you hit in first phase Majora fight, if you hit him with, like, the beam attack while he's midair, sometimes he'll fly out the map.
Yep, I've done that.
It's
you're like,
so funny.
Where'd he go?
The first time I did that, I was so scared that he just wasn't gonna come back. Luckily, he could just fly back in, but...
Oh yeah, who wins the less hearts race? Alf? Yeah. Yeah, it's Alf.
It's like BoogerCloud has 8, Alf has 7.
Yep.
Obviously, the most important thing in determining the winner.
Yeah, who has less hearts.
Yeah.
But if one person's double defense and the other doesn't, then the person with double defense automatically loses, basically.
Pretty much. You'd have to be... It would be insane how many hearts you would need to lose to someone with double defense.
Is Alf doing normal Adolwa?
Normal Adolwa is really fast. Even without it, it's really fast.
And look, empty boss room. That was quick.
Okay, so... Just waiting around for Alf to finish up.
Yep.
Beating on Majora.
As the bracket races go, once the first person finishes, the other one automatically DNFs.
Oh, really? Is that like an automatic thing in the race time room now?
No, well, the race finishes. at that point.
Oh, really?
That's usually just what racers do.
Well, yeah, normally the other racer will DNF, but like, I didn't know if you meant like it was automatic and the race time room just automatically closed the race, or... We found Garo's mask? Oh, was it on Oldoa or something? Oh, Alf does have goat remains, by the way. So Alf is done with dungeons. Yeah, Garo was Oldoa. Gotcha. And BoogerCloud has Bjorg remains. Yep. Fortunately, BoogerCloud not doing double times in the grave to skip these transitions. Or in the back of grave to skip these transitions. But we're just waiting around now for Alf to go ahead and kill Oldoa. You good, Tom? It's okay. Aw, man, we almost got everything on the tracker. Wow, I just realized that. The only thing we're missing on the tracker is like extra bows, bomb bags, and then storms.
It's healing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I forgot I'd muted my microphone. So, as people already know, this race has a 15-minute delay, so the races have already finished. Booger will not be joining us for an interview, but Alf will be. Alf just went, yep, full stop. I'm like, oh no.
Fair enough. I mean...
Alf's gonna have words with me.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, they're giggling in the race room, so...
Hello!
Mainly about Captain's Hat. Both of the streams ended. Oh, they must have ended their streams early.
Well, yeah, well, the streams ended for some reason. So
yeah.
That's fun.
Did you end your stream?
I didn't.
Oh.
Did you forget to keep your delay? You turned off your stream?
Nope, it's still... my delay's good.
Refresh.
Strange. Oh, me refresh? Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Weird. For whatever reason, once you join, like, both the streams cut out on the commentator page.
I mean, looking at...
Goes. Yeah, we're good, we're good. You're good.
Say, looking at ZSR2, it looks fine.
Yeah.
Our stream cut and we were like, hello?
It was just on the commentator page then. Very strange.
Also, hi Alf, welcome in.
Hi.
GG's. How'd it go? Did you enjoy that Captain's Hat?
Oh yeah, that was great.
How you feeling?
It wasn't that bad of a seed. Just that Captain's Hat was in a dumb spot.
So did you talk at all about what happened for both of you guys? Because we can give some insight about at least what happened.
We didn't talk to each other about it.
So on BoogerCloud's end, they refused to go into Snowhead Temple for a rather long time. They were ahead of you because they didn't do like Bank 3 grinding before getting the bow.
Mm-hmm.
So that put you back for a while there, but then like Booger just did not go into Snowhead Temple. They prioritized a lot of the overworld checks. I think everything probably except Labfish before going back into Snowhead Temple. And then both of you made the decision to do Inverted Stone Tower Temple, and then in some order Shrine or GBT before going back to Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah, I mean, for that, it's like, it's a 50, when it comes to like Shrine and Inverted Stone Tower Temple, it's like a 50-50. They have the same amount of checks, so it's like...
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the only way... I was surprised nobody did it, especially after seeing that the water chest, like in the Igor room, was big gilded. That's kind of what shocked me, is the fact that you could peek that was big gilded, and that still didn't sway you into going into this normal Stone Tower Temple.
I thought about it, but it to me, like, going progression was just better. Granted, I did Shrine first, but...
Well, interestingly enough, I mean, clearly neither of you picked up on it, but GBT actually could not lock your Captain's Hat in this seed. Or could not have your Captain's Hat. Because of the Woodfall Temple Foolish except for Song hint. Because Woodfall Temple was foolish except for Song, Boss Blue Warp could not have locked your access to Woodfall Temple.
Right.
And because Captain's Hat locked Woodfall Temple, Captain's Hat could not have come from Boss Blue Warp.
And it couldn't be on Mirror Shield because Egos was locked by Fire Arrows, which was locked by Captains.
I'll just pretend to follow the logic.
Alp's brain just died.
But yeah, so GBT, basically short. I mean, GBT could not have had the Captain's Hat. Is the goofy end of that, which is a reasonable thing to not have picked up on. Foolish except for Song hints are always very finicky in how you want to think about them. But basically, it just means that a Foolish except for Song hint means Boss Blue Orb cannot lock access to the dungeon.
Right.
So, but other than that, I mean, you did some early game bank stuff. BoogerCloud didn't go to Snowhead Temple, and the rest of the seed was super linear. Other than
Yeah.
Insanely linear seed. It was like you start with you basically started with Deku, Goron, and Magic, and then you get Picto Box to get Bomb Bag, to get Hookshot, to get Zora Mask, to get Bow, and Ice Arrows, and then you use that to get Gibdo Garo, or to get your Gibdo Mask, to get your Powder Keg, to get your Captain's Hat, to get your Fire Arrows, to go mode.
that Canyon Wath just for the keg.
Determine a field foolish? Powerful. That's a powerful foolish hit.
Yeah, it is. After already doing half of it.
Yeah. After doing all of it, really. Did you get to skip, like, anything because of it?
No.
Yeah. Such a good foolish hit.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully you'll come out of this with a little bit of logic to learn. If you watch back the restream, hopefully it'll be able to help you understand the logic behind that, the Captain's Hat.
Right.
And it might be something that you can then kind of try and understand for the future, and how those Woodfall except Song kind of hints work. Because I feel like I'm still learning them myself, so. Confused noises.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about that?
Nope, I got nothing.
Nope. He's like, nope, I just want to go lay down and cry.
No time to cry.
Had a busy day today.
Literally 2 seeds in a row for brackets that you did fucking Dompe. Because you did it for Eris.
I know.
And Alsuna.
Yeah. And it was for Fire Hours yesterday as well.
Dumb.
They both were. So yeah, because the Swamp Tidal Deed led to Fire Hours.
So now you have to be the one to keep rolling bracket seeds to see how many in a row Dompe you can roll.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Alf's had a busy day today. Alf commentated the race earlier on this afternoon and then decided to do a race of his own. So Alf probably just needs a long sleep now. At this point.
I'm good. I'm gonna go play 14 now.
Yeah, get away from the screen. Go play something else. Go flip the table if you get angry. But yes, thank you for your help earlier on this afternoon with the race that happened. And thank you for racing today. And GG's. Well done.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be rating Zelda Speedruns 3, whereas Qualifier 4 for Twilight Princess Randomizer. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined today. So we had myself, I was the restreamer and the commentator for today. I'm Shannon Bread, and then in the commentator box with me, I had Tony Big Blind. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. And then we had our two lovely trackers, Chloe and Tomaltov, throughout the restream. They kind of high-fived halfway through. And of course, our two lovely racers, Alf and TheOnlyOneBoogerCloud. GG's to you both. And well done. And can't wait to see your future races.
Yep.
You go rest your eyes. Alright. Well, we will see you. We have 2 more bracket races tomorrow. I can't remember what time they are. Hold on. Oh god, the sheet's really white. And I'm sitting in the dark. Okay. So we've got I Don't Know versus Trev Person tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we've got Ace Slayer versus Czech Race at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you guys are excited. You'll see some of us around tomorrow. So that's it from us today. Go enjoy Twilight Princess Randomizer, and we will see you tomorrow for some more Majora's Mask Randomizer.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.